go. Alright. Stremo is live. Who remembers what's happening?
We're getting boats built.
Do you recall boats?
That we didn't actually need.
Need is an interesting word.
Well, the village is getting more boats. We're just going to be able to ride them freely.
More importantly, we killed some fucking trees.
Oh, yeah.
Killed so many trees.
And by we, I mean y'all.
Enchanted so many axes.
I cheered. Sire is in Squeakers and is joining us. He defeated the meatballs.
Put that on Sire's character sheet. Enemies, meatballs. Okay.
We had a very, very useful and important talk with Anne.
Yeah.
And we talked with the sheriff. He was useful. We're definitely in trouble.
We might be getting investigated.
A real country bumpkin, that sheriff.
So what are we doing now?
I think we were resting.
Yeah, I believe the night was ending. What?
We had consulted the city on a couple of things, and I think that's kind of where we left off. Did not get a chance to watch the VOD.
Same, actually. I got kind of slammed at work.
I keep losing the link.
I don't think the link got posted this time.
Is it not pinned by now?
Nope.
It is not pinned. Okay. Give me a second. I can grab it. I think. Thought. Do. Current link. Okay. Alright, so anybody do anything else before the next day?
Nah.
Alright.
No, but I do need to equip new spells.
Okay. Night comes and goes. The next morning rises. You guys can do all your morning rituals.
Is Sire still with us?
It seems like it.
Cool.
Saki will read to anyone who will listen. One of the word prayers.
Sire is likely just as stuck as we are now.
Prayers. What do the prayers do again?
+1 versus your next fear save.
Nice. You know, scaredy cat.
How long were the boats supposed to take?
I believe it was 3 weeks.
Wasn't it 2 weeks with Sophia's assistance?
Right. 2 weeks with Sophia's assistance.
Okay.
What were you planning to do in that time? It's a lovely village, but just like a single tavern.
We'll have to get jobs.
No, thank you. Find something to do.
Actually, it
Yeah,
kind of
we-
works out that Sophia's probably just going to go over across the street and start helping make the skiffs.
Here you go. Let me just get rid of Sophia. Oh, that's...
All right. I assume someone's going to make breakfast or
Sure, Sire and I will make breakfast.
I mean, Sire's pretty amped about it.
We'll make what do we got in the fridge? Just anything we want?
I mean, I wouldn't say anything,
Eggs.
but there's a lot of
Eggs.
eggs.
A lot of
And
eggs
then
and
whatever
other
Saki
vegetables.
brought from market yesterday.
Sure, we'll make
Let's.
Yes, omelet. Look at that.
make bacon and eggs for everybody.
There you go.
That's survival. That's survival. Hey, they're delicious.
Do a gift to the group.
Nice.
Roll a fortitude to see if they're actually delicious or
No, just roll
I mean-
fortitude because they're poisoned.
not. Oh no.
Use the arsenic instead of salt.
I pinned that on Sire. He didn't know the difference.
What a foolish little guy.
Don't call him foolish, please.
Yeah, arsenic's not poisonous to me. So
Oh, it's
after breakfast, what's the plan?
a little swamp explorer?
But there's nothing out there, and the chance that we won't return.
Well, of course we'll return. We just have to want to return. And returning is better than dying in the swamp, so I assure you I want to.
But what's the point? There's nothing out there.
Maybe we could find some signs of Val's brother and his traveling companions. Other than the marks on the trees, given that those were left by them. And we're gonna have to wait a long time anyway.
Besides, they're the ones that say that there's nothing out there. We are professionals. We're probably more qualified to say that than they are.
See, what did Sire say? Said something about just taking a straight path.
And if he knows his geography as good as he knows his fine egg cooking skills, I'm sure that'll lead us to the right place.
There's more to it. It was like controlling the forest, controlling the fog.
I believe it was that he recognized, not recognized, but the magic of the swamp seems not so dissimilar from Fey magics.
That's also true. So then, perhaps I could attempt to control the fog.
Worth a try.
positive as I was yesterday, and yesterday was a lot of fun, I don't have a lot of faith in my ability to do this. But I will try.
I still suspect that there's a lot that the Sovereign knows that isn't being said.
I agree. I do not trust her.
And what is it? Today's this evening's the Guardian sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
Do we know where that's going to happen?
I don't believe you guys have asked anybody specifically where.
I don't think so either.
Secret though.
Maybe
Well,
that's
then-
something we can go and ask the Sovereign about.
That sounds like probably a good idea, or at least somebody.
We can ask Anne. She's the most well informed on the Guardian in this town.
Hmm.
What do you want to do, boss?
Val?
Sovereign would probably be the best bet. We're not always capable of translating Anne's whimsy.
It's true enough.
Although we could probably ask just about anyone in the village, and they could give us an answer. We don't have to go to the Sovereign.
Likely true.
Honestly, I feel like that sheriff's been the most helpful so far. Maybe we can ask him.
Do we split up? Go ask the people we're thinking about?
I have a strong suspicion that solo encounters with the Sovereign would be ill-advised.
I totally agree with that. I can probably go and talk to the sheriff if I can find him.
Let's do it.
Alright, so you guys gonna go try to hunt down the Marshal, or are you guys going to the Sovereign Estate?
Go to the Marshal. He seems better for these day-to-day problems.
Do Marshall first.
Okay. I guess whoever wants to lead in this can give me a quick diplomacy check to try to ask random townspeople if they've seen the Marshal.
I'll do it. I did it.
Yep, sure. It's not too far away from where you guys are staying. Right, that's right. May as well just use this one. You guys leave. go across here, ask somebody, and then they point out that the marshal is actually just over there. And there's a decent amount of people gathered around, all going about some different business. And the marshal sees you approach and walks over. And says, "Oh well, our newest residents."
Hello, Marshal.
You all come to help out for the festivities.
Well, we were curious where and when that all was actually happening.
Oh, it's might after sundown and right over yonder. And he points to the sort of raised dais in the middle of the courtyard here.
What is the purpose of that dais?
Mostly it's just a raised platform to designate all of the things that are being taken up.
And the Guardian will be here.
Well, the Guardian will swoop in the night and grab all the provisions and things we leave up on the dais.
I see, so the Guardian isn't actually going to touch down.
With the grace of a butterfly.
The Guardian is some kind of Santa Claus figure.
Places.
I'm sorry, I don't think I understand the reference.
That Caesar came out a few hours ago for the new league champion.
Oh yeah, it looks like a. I think it's a support character. I think.
Who are you calling a support character? Saki will put her hands on her hips.
Well, definitely not you.
I support myself.
So sure that's true.
And you'll notice that all the people in this little area they seem like they're bundling up different things, whether it be dried fish or like fruit baskets that they're putting in tightly woven netting. Individual people will leave little offerings in
Holy shit.
like a burlap.
This news channel says they're finally redeveloping the Six Flags.
Like a burlap carpet, basically, that gets folded up.
So lots of gifts for the Guardian.
What a strange gifts for a prison ward. What does this shadow entity need with food and textiles?
Perhaps it's a lover of treasure.
It would make a lot of sense.
every once in a while you'll see somebody who will, seemingly cinch up whatever they have and carry it up the dais and put it onto the central platform.
Maybe we should find some place to stake out.
Well, the festivities aren't till tonight.
Yeah, what's got a good view of this?
I mean, you don't see any, like, obvious viewing area as much as you imagine people probably just stand around. There's not like a stage or bleachers or anything.
So what are people setting up again? Treasure?
I mean, it looks like they're setting up. They're like, treasure's a hard word for it. It's mostly foods.
Mostly foods. Yeah, treasure. How do the people seem? Is this just like normal thing? They're just going about their business?
Yeah, a lot of them seem like it's like a
It's
fun
totally
like a
normal.
fun chore.
A tax even. I'll make some small talk with the locals. Ask how long they've been doing this.
This? You mean helping with the offerings?
The offerings in general.
Oh, you mean how long has have the offerings been going on?
Right. How long has the Guardian been protecting the village?
Well, forever, as far as I can tell.
So this is just something you've always done, ever since you were a child.
Oh yeah.
Do you ever see the Guardian?
Well, usually if they're children that want to watch, we can accompany them to see the happenings.
So you do, you see the Guardian.
As much as anyone can see the Guardian.
I'm gonna be sticking around for the night. I think I'm gonna get a good look at it. Got these good eyes, you see.
If only just to be able to say that we saw the Guardian. It's perplexing that none of them have any further interest in it besides offering up their goods.
Well, I guess if it's something you've always done, you know?
Tradition should never usurp common sense, or curiosity for that matter.
Not untrue.
I mean,
Guess if it good, you don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, you know?
Any
But-
Destin I know of would leap at an opportunity to find something new and unpaved.
Desna could be a little quick to judgment at times, quick to act.
Hey now.
Nothing against her. Much respect for the butterfly lady.
We'll just have to, see the Guardian.
are we
That's what
supposed to bring something for the Guardian?
I'm sure I got a trinket.
Anything you'd want to offer up is much welcome.
I'll offer up
Give,
the.
give gifts to the entity that's trapping us here.
Yeah. When in
Not
doubt,
on your life.
I'll offer up the shiniest bauble from my fishing kit.
Okay.
You're a crazy person,
You can-
Nancy.
You're gonna place it on one of the little like offering mats, or are you gonna bring it up to the dais?
I'll bring it up to the dais. It's a really good bauble.
Okay. You climb up. It's a bit of a steep incline, but it's nothing too difficult. You can walk up it. Up at the top, there's actually a much larger, rougher, um, like net. That it's very similar to the types of nets that load cargo into ships.
Right.
You don't
Does
think
this
that the
will-
fishing bobble. You think the fishing bobble would probably slip through the netting, but
I
you can
see.
tuck it away in one of the smaller enclosures up here, one of the smaller
Yeah.
containers.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll hop off the dais and brush myself off, and look to everyone, expecting their offerings.
Nothing for me, Razzie.
Oh, no.
It's less that I don't. It's more that I don't have anything worth giving.
Anything's worth giving.
Here, Nihilus will toss up a single gold coin. There, that should be enough.
Look at that. That's 10 times the gift I offered. Not as attractive, but monetarily, not bad.
Nihilus will just sigh, pull out his pipe, and just do his thing.
Sire looks very. He seems preemptively proud. He says, I think I've come to understand how this place works. He
Have you
points.
now?
He points at a nearby person who is like cinching up one of these small burlap, what is now a burlap sack full of things. He says, I will simply claim that one. That is the one that I am giving.
The one you are giving?
Yes, that is my offer. The one that man there is tying up.
Oh, I see. You're offering up that man.
Well, no, the thing he's tying up.
Oh.
I suppose I could offer up the man, though I don't have a rightful claim to him. You, sir. He looks up. He looks at Nihilus. What?
What are you offering, sir?
He looks down at the sack he's just tied up. He says, "Oh, I just help with the offerings."
Do you know what's in that specific sack?
He pulls apart some of the cloth. He's like, some fruit, like a tin of cookies, I think, some flowers. I can't see what's under that.
Well, my my patron has chosen that to be his offering.
Just picks up the sack. Says, "Oh, that's. Oh, okay. That's nice." He just walks up the dais. See, it's that simple.
Thank you, sire.
And now we get full credit.
Saki will be writing in a journal page. She'll what language? We'll pick. I don't know, Draconic. Why not? And
Draconic would seem to be the right answer.
she'll write, dear guardian, this is my offering. It has been a pleasure to come to your town and enjoy. And it's gonna go on like that. Kind of like if you were to force a school child to write a paper, what I learned at summer camp in Swampy Grove. And then she'll tie it off to an incense stick and go off of that.
I had a really good time.
I sure would like to leave though. Hopefully one day. Yours truly, Saki.
Okay. You put it in one of the little sacks, or you're gonna bring up the dais?
You said, yeah, it's the little sack that'll carry small items.
Yeah, they have little. They have like imagine a deconstructed sack that's just laying on the ground.
Yeah, I'll put in a little. I'll drop it in the box.
Okay. Marshall says, "There you go. Now you guys are getting it."
Start telling
least-
them about Kazutal and how I'm pretty sure that this guardian's an emissary of hers, so it's best to show respect.
At least we're offering something.
I'll offer nothing to our jailer. He's already taken plenty. He doesn't need any more.
Come now, Carvo. It's a lovely village, and we're not prisoners. We can leave any time. And I'm sure we can make it out if we wanted to.
That isn't to say that it's not impeding our progress out. Whether or not we can or cannot leave doesn't change the fact that it's keeping us here.
We have no solid proof of that.
We have no solid
Perhaps.
proof that it is not.
That's entirely true.
What's more is we know that it's bringing Anne here, and she's the only one that can leave. So we know that its involvement is in there somewhere. So I choose to believe that this is where it lies. This thing has imprisoned this small community. Perhaps out of a noble purpose, but imprisoned nonetheless. I can only imagine what's happened in the past here in Summers Grove to cause such a thing to feel this is necessary.
Well, the only one who would know those things is the Sovereign.
And I don't believe she's going to tell us.
Well, the stories are pretty explicit if you haven't stopped in for the children's reading time.
Marshall, I appreciate you, but children's tales are not going to get us anywhere.
Well, you're welcome to stay and help with getting ready, but if not, you can always stop by this afternoon, this evening to watch the whole event.
Oh, we'll be there.
What time? Did he say what time?
You said it was after sundown.
We'll be there.
Before sundown.
Alright. So you guys gonna stick around and help out, or are you guys gonna go elsewhere until time?
What's
I
the
would
highest point in
advise
the town?
if we're going to stick around to see the Guardian, we not explore the foggy swamp today.
Yeah, we could wait for that. But what's the highest point in town?
The highest point in town is, I mean, probably the highest place you've seen would be the roof of the Sovereign's estate.
Mm,
Next to that, your own roof is probably one of the higher points.
right.
Pretty flat. Pretty flat, this area.
What about the trees on the edges? Are there any particularly tall ones?
Um, they're not super tall.
Okay.
Most of the really tall trees are further in the swamps. A lot of big cypress.
Sure. I'm sure they've logged all the larger ones already near town. Yeah, I guess I'll stay and help out as long as they need.
Yeah, so Raz is gonna stay and help out. Is everybody else gonna? Where's everybody else? What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I'll stick around and help out.
All right.
I'm gonna stick around, but no reason to be helpful.
Just sending us thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
can
mean,
climb the Sovereign's building.
Sophia keeps track of everything that's being.
she's not there.
Oh no.
She's helping with the boats.
Sophia, no.
More like no Fia.
No fear.
All right. So you guys stick around and help out. Some of you, and you notice as the sun begins to set in the evening. If you guys are you guys gonna stay until sundown?
Not much else to do in the town, right? Gotta put in our share of work.
All right. I mean, in the afternoon there is a break where um, it looks like a group of maybe 20 or so women who seem to be either mothers or wives of a lot of people here show up with like a lunch with um, like a dark tea served in large pitchers. And it's simple, like finger food, sandwiches, and things.
I comment on how these are always so much better whenever they're cut in half.
Oh, they're cut in half.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm commenting on how good they are specifically.
Okay.
I think it's the triangles that do it.
Mm-hmm. Triangles just taste better.
Wait, cut in half diagonally?
Diagonally, of course.
Mhm.
I'm not lawful evil or chaotic evil, rather.
Yeah, cut in half on the z-axis.
Sandwich becomes plain, bad to the bone.
Horizontally spinning sandwich.
No, 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 no.
Oh, all right. Yeah, if you guys stay until sundown, eventually, sure enough, most of the uh, children of the town begin to gather in this place, and they, some of the less well-behaved children even have found ways to climb up on some of the nearby roofs
They got the right idea.
And
I'll join them. I'm doing it.
you're gonna go. All right, give me a quick athletics.
Athletics. That's just acrobatics. Is that right?
Nope,
No, what is it?
it's athletics.
That replace climb and swim.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You follow the same path that some of these more mischievous children take to get up on one of the nearby buildings. And a lot of the children and some of the adults are all holding little candles just for illumination in this area.
Very
Ar-
cool.
Around this time, Sophia actually shows up as well. Let you guys know that the boats are making progress. The sun eventually ducks beneath the horizon completely, and people are just standing around having little side conversations. There's a soft murmur about the town. You can hear the sound of children laughing and playing occasionally, and after about 30 minutes or so, after the sun is completely below the horizon, uh, there's a whoosh sound that
Ooh, hang on.
rushes. Go ahead.
Sorry, before the sun totally sets, I would like to cast a couple spells.
Sure, what you got?
Mage armor and speech reader sight.
Speech reader's sight.
Yes.
Why are
Okay.
you putting that armor on, Corva?
Why? What?
You're not gonna attack the guardian, are you?
I'm not ruling anything out.
Not that I can ask you that. But yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
exactly. Raises up on the roof, playing with children.
Playing with children.
I put the pal in paladin.
No, I wouldn't do something as crazy as attacking the prison village's guardian. That would be
Fireball.
Again. I don't know where you guys get the idea that I prepare fireball, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be my thing later.
Yeah, it's coming. That meme will make sense soon.
it never will. I will never prepare fireball.
Well, it's
Why do you have it?
a meme itself. The fireball kit.
So there's a whoosh sound that comes over the town, and uh, it's around that time that the murmurs begin to quiet, and it seems like there's a single last thing that is being carried in uh, from, I guess it's stage south, actually. You see 6 people carrying what seems to be like a stretcher, but shoulder height with a wrapped body that goes up the dais, sets it down, and then a group of people pull the net over the pile and then fasten it before clearing out of the way. The whole square goes very quiet. Some people bow their heads, and you see like a drop of oil descending from the sky. A black, just paying specific attention to it in this somewhat illuminated place. It's almost like a black orb swoops down with alarming speed and arcs back up into the sky with the goods seeming to be completely taken within this blackness.
Any perception checks to distinguish anything at all?
Sure, you can roll your perception if you want. The whole area, by the way, gets buffeted in wind. A very large amount of air displacement happens.
Could you perception for me, please?
You're a wisdom character? How much is it?
And just look at his sheet. He can't look.
Nihilus is too busy talking with Sire about
Plus 14 for vision-based perception.
You just knew that.
I've been looking at the same number for how many sessions?
Oh, he's got you there.
We're level 5.
Yeah, I've got a 16 diplomacy and 16 intimidate.
Yeah, I'll roll his thing. Okay. You and Shiloh rolled the same.
No, 10 intimidate, 16 diplomacy.
Actually, I need to now look at Sophia's inventory, is it? No? There we go. Perception. Jeez. Everybody rolled really high. Well, everybody has huge bonuses. Valley all rolled really high.
Like I said, Nihilus is too busy talking to Sire about the interesting fact that a drop of oil just took all the loot.
Yeah. As it flies away, Sire's going to call out, you know, I claimed the whole thing. There you go.
Alright, Sire, the whole thing was yours.
Full credit.
Full credit.
So, Jesus Christ, all of you that roll over a 25, it's not super useful information, including Sophia here, because I know you don't know what you rolled. The shape as it approaches is not. You're able to make out more of this spherical shape of darkness, in that you can see at the edges what look to be incredibly out of focus wingtips.
Meta Knight.
I mean, kinda. It does sort of look like mega out of focus Meta Knight. But this is 100% the thing that all of the veterans in the party have already seen. Actually, everybody's seen it by now. But yeah, it's the same thing that you'd seen take Anne. It's the same thing that was seen outside of Agorian.
So do we follow it?
What did your sight spell do, Carva?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, can we like get a direction of where it went, where it came from as well?
Yeah, can I get a vision on its aura and follow that?
So Saki, probably the most disturbing thing you could see is that it doesn't have an aura.
God damn it.
I'm disturbed.
Yeah, I'll let Corvo know. It's kind of like
Because
similar to Sovereign.
well, it's almost not, right? So the problem here is you're used to seeing people without auras, right? A lot of people who don't have auras, and it's because, not to be rude to these people, they're not strong enough to have an aura, right? It's like to
Mhm.
have an aura, you have to have a certain power level, basically.
Yeah, they haven't done anything
Right.
drastically
But
alignment changing.
this thing doesn't have an aura.
See, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah. It
Are you
could
sure
all
about
just
that, Zach?
look. I sees what I sees. Um, you know,
Oh no, I left the caps on my aura sight.
Right.
Are there any other auras? If I like scan the horizon, are there any other nearby powerful enough, more powerful? Any other auras that ding?
There are a few auras in the crowd, not a ton. The marshal has a lawful aura. Um, there are few people in the crowd that have a chaotic good aura. That's probably about it for this area.
That's within 120 feet.
I mean, yeah, 120 feet's not huge on this map.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying was the range.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, which way did it go?
It came in from the east and then went off to the west. And once it came in at a very steep angle as well. We're talking about like a 15-degree angle from ingress to egress. It's an incredibly sharp turn, and the once it is in this, like, once its form has basically become one with the sky again, after maybe a minute or so, there's like a roar that sounds very similar to the one that Razzie had heard before. Except it is not downshifted.
Which direction?
Slightly west of where you guys are. It's more up than anything.
It's like from within the swamp or over the swamp.
I mean, it's presumably from the Guardian.
Right, right, but it went over the swamp.
No, I mean the angle it came in at, it's like a 15-degree angle. It's not a it's a very sharp angle. It's like, hold on. Can I do? No, guess I can't. Cool. Configure. Here we go. Yeah, who cares? It's like sky, ground. It's like that.
Oh, I see. It just went essentially straight up.
Basically.
Is it a clear night?
It is overcast.
Oh,
What's everyone else's reaction? Is like the crowd cheering? Are they drinking punch? What are they
Uh,
doing?
when once the offering is taken, a lot of the children clap and cheer. Some of the adults like golf clap. Some of them are obviously in mourning.
Sovereign.
What?
Where's Sovereign?
Sovereign is not technically. She's not visible in this area. You don't see her.
Curious.
Nihilus will comment, maybe one of us should have been in that pile.
actually,
Razzie?
that bauble was actually a high-tech geolocator from Numeria.
Some dude in Numeria is like, where the fuck is my shit? But why is it in Cheliax?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a terrible idea, right?
Hey, Saki.
Hey, Corvo.
The Sovereign didn't have an aura either, did they?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I said something about that a while back. Like, what if
Yeah.
she was the Guardian?
Well, I mean, nobody's seen the
If-
Sovereign and the Guardian in the same place.
If not the Guardian, perhaps controlling it. Or perhaps it's.
Wouldn't that be interesting if the Sovereign had a captive audience to rule over?
At the same time, though, she did seem genuinely surprised to find out that Anne's been outside the village.
Was it surprise at Anne being outside the village, or was it surprise at someone seeing Anne outside the village?
Who can say?
Who can say? Sovereign could say. Was it late? It's after dark? Let's go find him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tally ho.
So you guys are going to the Sovereign's estate then?
Yeah. Let's go pick a fight with the Sovereign.
Maybe just a little covert spying.
Maybe that too.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right. So you guys are gonna head on that way. Once you get there, the at the front desk, Byron is there. Oh, welcome. It's a little late. What do you need?
Well, we just saw the Guardian for the first time, and we just had to talk to the Sovereign about it. It was so overwhelming. Never saw anything like it in our short lives. Can make a little bluff check to really sell that.
Sure, give me a bluff check.
Oh my god. He's doing a 5e halfling.
Yeah, you're not lucky anymore. Says, okay. Well, if you need to speak to the Sovereign, I can make you an appointment with her in the morning.
Nihilus will speak up and says, I apologize for my friend. She's not the best with words. We were looking to speak with her now because we wanted to learn more about this Guardian. And we were hoping to at least be able to speak with her tonight, as our curiosity is urgent. Do you want a diplomacy?
Sure.
1. Hey!
Nearly the polar opposite.
Oh, sorry, but she does normally turn into her quarters once the sun is down. The Sovereign is she's a hard-working woman, but we all have our limits. We all
Does
have
the
to eat.
Sovereign always miss Sacrifice Day?
I wouldn't know. I usually miss it.
It seems like such an important event to be missing. But I guess this town does have its oddities, doesn't it?
I mean, it happens every week.
Every week, huh?
It's not like missing hold on, my brain. Says it's not like missing a ritual of Stardust or anything.
Just seems like such a important event to be missing, but I guess that's her business, isn't it?
I'm sure she has people to handle all of that for her.
Eating and sleeping?
No.
I'm afraid the aids
offering
aren't that good.
to the Guardian. He's gonna look to Corvo like, is this one? Is she alright?
Starting to think now.
Well, okay. So we'll just wait a few minutes. Sovereign will be ready then.
I feel like our companions are understating our need to see the Sovereign.
I mean, if the need is incredibly urgent, I can still have her summoned. I just don't particularly see the need for something that seems like it could wait until the morning.
Us we'll look to Corvo and then look to the guard. If it really isn't too much trouble, we really would like to talk with her.
He shrugs and, well, if it can't be helped, he turns around, slides up a little compartment, and pulls on a little rope. You can hear a corresponding bell ring. Says, sure, right up the stairs. You know the way.
Nihilus will step in first.
You guys,
Sure.
yeah, it's on the right side of the, like the main foyer entryway place, whatever. You go up the stairs, down a hallway, to a set of double doors.
I guess we'll open the double doors.
All right.
Yeah.
Push the double doors open, and there is the long throne room with the series of desks on the sides. There are only a couple of aides in here, but the sovereign is not seated.
Must still be in bed.
One of the aides says, "Sorry, it probably takes her a moment to put on all of the airs."
Oh, I can understand.
After about 5 minutes or so, you can hear the sound of basically hurried heels coming down a set of stairs that is tucked away in the leftmost corner of this room as the sovereign descends and begins walking the length towards the throne and then sees you already in the room. Says, "Ah, oh, right, you're already here. What's this? It's some sort of emergency."
Alice will look to Corvo.
She looks to Corvo. "Is someone hurt?"
Saki, could you confirm the lack of aura?
Yeah. Just do a final confirmation. Saki's eyes will glow a little bit, and she'll
No aura.
same distinct lack of aura.
Yeah, and there's also no aura on any of the aids.
Mm-hmm. A lot of unaligned people in this town. Don't like that.
Guess Nihilus will speak up. No one's hurt, ma'am. We just had a great deal of curiosity about the Guardian. Nihilus will look to Saki, see if she's discovered anything.
It just swooped from the sky and flash of darkness. Oh,
Yeah, it was. I think it was just so striking. Such an experience. We must know more about this Guardian.
It does this every week.
Forgive us for not knowing or understanding that. We are new after all. This is our first time seeing it.
But where does it come from? Where does it go?
you think it's related to Kazuta?
Guess a tough joke.
I think so.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh, I've been telling the kids about her for the past 2 hours. You'll learn.
Has it ever not received an offering?
On rare occasion, it's usually considered some sort of ill omen.
And it truly just takes anything.
Has it ever been displeased with an offering?
It's never written us an angry letter.
Has
You know
Andy-
that's not what I'm asking. Something like that, carting off with children in the middle of the night.
What do you mean, carting off with children?
And this same beast that you've been offering these things to every week, up and secreted away someone's child in the middle of the night and deposited them in the middle of dire peril. And people simply give it gifts.
This is some extremely bold claims for someone who's been here for so little time.
It's the entire reason that we've been brought to this place. It's following this creature that claimed Anne from the heavens.
We followed it after it swooped down and took Anne up into the sky from the Jalupa woods. It carried us here. Well, led us here. That's why we're here at all. We were here to rescue Anne. But as it turns out, she doesn't need rescuing.
Well,
Takes to the area.
what? I think you were too far away from the mic there. Well, am I to understand there is no emergency then?
Curiosity is always an emergency.
We will have to disagree. Right then. I'm going to go and continue my own nightly rituals. Alphonse, and she gestures off to one of the aides who briefly looks away from his book to give a polite wave. Please take care of whatever our guest needs, and if needed to speak to me on the morrow, Byron may set up an appointment.
May I ask one final question? Do you always not attend these offerings?
It is essentially a funeral of one of your people, isn't it?
I have not attended one in quite some time. I am usually quite busy trying to run the town. Tend to people's
Understandable.
emergencies.
Well, I thank you for your time. I'm sorry to have bothered you so late.
I bid you good night. And then she does like a she doesn't bow very deeply, but a very short bow, and you hear the the click clack of her heels as she starts walking back up towards the stairs and up and around.
Nihilus will lower his voice and ask, Sire, did you notice anything strange about her?
Strange? In what way?
Ah, Well, did she come across as a fae to you?
Wearing that? No.
Did she
Yeah, that was a sass.
come across as anything other than human?
Listen, not to be rude, but it's sometimes difficult to differentiate between a lot of mortals.
Understandable. We are quite different.
There are those that register on my radar, but not her. If anything, I wonder why she would be ruling this place. By what right? Surely we could usurp her.
That is an interesting proposition, but I think we'd rather get out of here rather than rule it.
Yeah. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Suppose I'll have to ask the rest. But I'll have to do that when we're not in her.
Yes, Sire is not nearly as respectful as you in this case. He says, if you don't want to rule, what about Saki? Saki, you could imagine yourself up on that throne, right?
She stares into the middle space as like a slow grin slowly grows upon her face. What? No. Never.
Yes, Saki, the ruler of a one-horse town.
Yeah, he brings up a good point, Saki. You could probably do much better than this place.
You're right. I deserve at least 6 horses.
It's a starter town.
It's kind of gross around here.
Sire, you would never settle for a starter town such as this.
I'll have you know I had something similar to this when I first rose through the ranks.
I see. Well, then perhaps we'll have to come back after my personal business is cleared up.
Would you think my mantle is a thing of birthright? Nay, I clawed it from the last.
And you have my full respect for it, sire.
Oh, my sweet sapling, one day you may too claw your way to the top.
Once my personal business is over, we'll see where that leads. For now, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, it's really neutral around here.
Yeah. Pick a lane. She'll kind of glare around at The remaining staffers.
Yeah, you see that aide just wave from like all the way across the floors. Let us know if you need anything.
What time is it?
Oh, it's past sundown by a good margin.
Is it like 9?
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Okay. Well, I cast Enlarge Person on Valio.
The Super Mario mushroom sound effect.
Why?
What makes a man turn neutral? Lust for gold, power, or were you just born with a heart full of neutrality?
Literally Saki and Corvo right now.
Neutrality, gross.
Yeah, at least Nihilus is chaotic. You know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Alright. So what you guys got next?
Life is like a town of neutrals.
Nihilus will suggest something strange. He's gonna go, well, if we're stuck here for 2 weeks waiting for the boat, maybe one of us should be an offering.
Resi?
See, I think it would be both safer and probably quicker results if we maybe scope out Anne's house for a few nights, see if she wanders out in the middle of the night. Maybe
Well,
see what she gets up to.
It does sound like a good plan, but if push comes to shove, I intend to be an offering.
That's fine, but like I said, we have a week before that.
Exactly. I'm just saying, as a last resort. I mean, if anything, at least one of us will get out of here.
Maybe we start tonight. Have someone keep watch.
Sure thing. But, where is Anne's house? I didn't go there today.
Is it the one that's circled?
No, little circled house is the old man. Norm.
Corvo, you may have to show me.
Well, I think 2 people should scope it out per night. That way, if she does happen to wander out, one of us or one of them can return to get the rest of the group while the other keeps a watch.
Sounds like a plan.
Is that new circle building man's house?
Trying to gussy it up. It didn't work. Oh, here we go. It's lines I have to do. There we go. Yeah, that is the Rab's home.
The red?
Yep.
And the offering was here? Is that right?
I don't see your ping at all.
Yeah, I can't. How do you ping?
I think you just hold the mouse button. This. Oh wait, I have to be this. Right? This.
Have you installed pinging?
I thought I did. It might have broke.
Is this the offering site?
You're still not doing anything.
You don't see the measurement? Damn.
Oh god, I see a circle.
Yeah, that's the measurement.
No.
Oh god, I can't delete it now. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm making more.
Stop.
Keep going.
I have no control over these circles.
No. Here, I'll just circle it with this.
Ah, that makes more sense. Hmm. And this super big area is the Sovereign's little place.
Yeah, the super big area is the Sovereign's little place.
You're gonna need to run that by me again. That's the super big area.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Sovereign's
it's-
little place.
The big orange area in front of Anne's house.
The big castle.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
colors. That's too much.
yeah.
Where?
Careful there, Ryan. You're real dangerous. Pick your wording a little more carefully.
No.
It's current year
Can't
after all.
make
Okay. So what you guys doing?
I was like Nihilus and Carvo for watch tonight.
Yeah, we can do that.
You guys are
Sure
gonna
thing.
stake out the Rab's house?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what
Not
everybody
like in
else
a creepy way.
What?
Not like in a creepy way though.
Okay. But everybody else is going home?
Yep.
Alright. You guys do anything else before the night's over?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So the two people staking out the home, are you guys just standing in the road?
No, probably like hiding. Let me see the map again. Probably like hiding close to one of the buildings so we're not spotted easily.
Okay. Let's get a
think we
stealth
need-
and a perception from both of you.
Oh, that's gonna work out wonderfully.
I cast enlarge person.
I knew it would work out wonderfully.
Hmm.
I see things though.
You guys
Hey,
are
I know exactly why I'm not stealthy. It's Sire. He's too busy talking.
Yeah, so I shut the fuck up.
yeah. You guys are sitting outside the home, staking out in the middle of the night, and Sire's like, I don't understand. Why don't we simply knock on the door and ask them where the child is?
It's like, Sire,
So,
we're waiting for the Guardian.
you folks doing a midnight stroll?
Is that a person coming up on us?
Yeah, you guys turn to see the marshal just standing there.
Of course. Nihilus will say,
Oh, good. Just who he wanted to see.
we're hoping
Mon-
to... Go ahead, Corvo.
Oh no, by all means.
I wasn't sure how to get in touch with Marshall, so I thought I'd sit outside this little girl's house.
Sire says, we're observing the child.
More accurately, we're observing to make sure the Guardian doesn't whisk her away again.
He just seems so confused. He's just standing there, wordlessly, in a sea of confusion.
Maybe we're not being clear, Marshall. As of right now, the only person that we know of that can enter or I'm sorry, they can leave this town is the child. However, we don't wish to disturb the child or her family, so we are simply observing from afar to ensure that the quote unquote guardian doesn't endanger her again.
Give me a persuasion check or diplomacy.
Can I potentially assist with this?
I mean, if you want to try.
Please?
Nihilus will add in. I know it sounds strange, but we are truly worried for Anne's safety, as we did find her in a truly dangerous position.
Sure. It's what's your?
I will hang on a sec. I will present to Marshall the that I have. Marshall, I have a legally binding.
You have a
Dude.
what?
Too far away.
Yeah, you're slowly fading away.
And he's gone.
Right.
Long arm and that push to talk key.
No, that's what he's doing. He says he's slowly backing away.
All right. Corvo will add that he must understand that I have a legally binding contract that swears to me to protect this child, and I have reason to suspect that, given the crass disregard the guardian has for her safety, and how regularly that seems to be, that he needs to know that she is, safe.
Well, I offered to assist. Here's my assist. I did it.
Yeah, but what's your bonus to assist? It's like I believe it's half
16.
your. Well, it's half your ranks in the skill, right? How many ranks do you have in diplomacy?
5.
So, well, it's still just 2 then. So,
Yeah.
rip. Let's see your roll, Corvo.
Get a +2.
I would like to substitute a profession role to argue the legal clauses of my contract.
Wait, what's your profession?
Barrister.
Oh my god, these fucking. How many campaigns do I have to run with a profession barrister?
All of them.
Probably wasn't licensed.
It's just all barristers. the name of the party.
Oops,
You're-
all barristers.
Yeah, in traditional barrister fashion, the name of the party isn't like a cool, catchy name. It's literally everyone's last name in succession.
Next campaign, I'm playing a druid, lawyer.
Oh my god. Civetted Domine.
Does a barrister shit in the woods?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, look, I don't want to DM that campaign, but I will play in it as a Tengu barrister. A Tengu paladin of Sarenrae barrister. See,
Specialized in bird law.
well, no, I draw my powers from the sun, and I was thinking Harvey is the first name.
Mm-hmm.
Catchphrase.
I'll be a player in that too, and I will be a human barrister. But I constantly yell objection.
Hold it. Take that.
Those are my only lines that I can use.
The last one's a nudist that just didn't understand.
I could play
Yeah.
I could play Falcone. You're competing barrister. That's
Christ.
the expensive silk undergarments for
Yeah,
everyone.
Sure, give me your
The Azure
profession check.
Falcon.
Dibs on the
Does
As
he,
you
white-blooded sorcerer.
does he
I-
still get the +2?
Yeah. But if we do play this fucking all barrister campaign, I do get to play Harvey Birdman.
I want
Phoenix white-blooded sorcerer. All me.
Yeah, Phoenix right below Sorcerer.
I love it.
Someone plays a bard that's a fool, a foolish fool, acting foolishly.
Great. He says, well, you fellas make a good case. And he sits next to you.
Dude, this is terrific.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Marshall.
Says, to be honest, this is already what I was doing when you guys strolled up. Just
Well,
further away and, quieter.
we are more than happy to help.
Does he even have a deputy?
You're not there. You went home instead of spying on children.
I'm totally. Yeah, if I got with enough children tonight. If
Yeah,
you do it
exactly.
anymore, it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, you could have spied on children, but you chose not to.
No, who's
So
to say?
honestly, it's your fault.
Spy on children tomorrow night.
Razzie could be spying on children as we speak. In fact, let's
We-
cut over to Razzie. What do you do?
Yeah,
I am snoozing. I have a nightgown and like the old man cap on and everything.
Yeah,
With
but-
the honk chew.
Yeah.
blows the cap of the hat every time.
There are tiny little sheep jumping over my head.
Yeah. And to make it an absolute plot twist, there's a child spying on you.
Yeah. Anne is outside the window right now.
Menacingly. Not because she's
Menacingly.
menacing, but because she just has a menacing aura.
Yeah. It's the JoJo aura.